Hey Bookworms, we are going to do our Space Weekly Whimsy. Getting ready to, well, let me show you actually what I have for my supplies first. So I've got my paint markers here. I've shown you guys this before. I got this off Amazon. It's pretty inexpensive, but it has lots of colors, 48. So this is nice dual tip. And then I also have some of my acrylic paint I'm going to use here to the side as well. I haven't quite decided what all I'm going to do with this. So I've got that, and then I've got my two favorite brushes here and some water. I have already done the pre-tracing. So I've got the really basic tracing done there, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to sort of extend that out a little bit. So let me move that out of the way, and then I want to grab my pencil, move some of my stuff out of the way. And I am going to just add a little bit of extra things here and there. So the basic part of this is I sort of thought that it would be really fun to do a whole lot of different colors. And then I just want the colors to like extend out. I'm going to take this all the way to the edge this time. Sometimes I don't do that. But I'm going to do that with this. So it's very basic. Let me pull this up. Hopefully you guys can see it. Very basic, just lines and some space, like stars and planets and such like that. I think I'm going to add maybe another planet down here. And then I'm going to add a couple other smaller things here and there. Just to add a little more. Okay, I like that. So now I'm going to grab my brush. I'm going to grab my flat one. Dip that in the water. Move. I've got everything sort of crowding me. And I am going to start with, I think, just blue. Let's see. So I want to just create some of these lines, and I haven't quite decided how I want to do this yet. So I'm going around that planet I created, and then I can see possibly going back here in a minute with my other, acrylic paint markers and putting a lot of the detail in here, because I feel like this picture can really come alive with a lot of swirling color and stuff. So in the book he talks about like traveling through space and everything rushing by him, so I thought this would be a really fun concept to do. So I'm just going to sort of put different, I'm going to do a decent amount of blue since it's space. And I didn't go over the colors with you because I haven't really decided. I mean, a lot of blue, purple, darker colors probably, but we'll see. I haven't quite decided what I want to do yet. I'm not very good at doing a circle with a brush. I'll fix that up with my paint marker probably here in a little bit though. I might get my bigger paint markers out too. I feel like that might be nice. I've got some thicker ones. Use whatever you have at home. Don't feel like you need to get any extra supplies. I know a lot of you are like me and have a lot at home, so just use what you already have. Of course, use this as a excuse to try something new by all means, or if there's something you've been wanting to try. These little paintings are perfect for that. It's sort of the whole idea about this is just creating time for yourself to create each week and not take it super seriously, which is sort of why these book inspired ones are sort of fun to do, because it's something a little more, you know, whimsical that we're doing here. Hence the Weekly Whimsy, right? So don't feel like you need to make this beautiful piece of art each time. Try something you haven't tried before, do something hard or that you've been intimidated by, and just take the opportunity to do some small piece of artwork. You don't have to think about what you're painting because that's already provided with the tracer. So it makes for a really easy way to not, I'm painting over that, to not make an excuse on creating, right? And just to get out of your own head and hopefully be inspired by what you're also reading and by each other. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go with that for the blue. So now I'm going to grab some purple. Oops, my purple looks pretty dry. Let's see if I can revive it. Yeah, okay, cool. So these are some of the colors I had. This is actually super inexpensive little palette I got here. And I honestly think this lid here is, I don't know if it's supposed to be disposable or what, but it's pretty cheap. But it does a decent job on keeping my paint. And I bet if I put water in the center here, it'd do even better. But it does a decent job of keeping my paint somewhat hydrated for at least a day. I eventually plan on investing in one of those wet palettes. I just have not done that yet. Because I think that would probably save me time and money with my paints. Alright, let's see if I can do a better job with the circle here. Nope, already messed up. I can draw a circle, but I can't paint one. I'm not too worried about it though. I'm going to fix it up at the end here. Oh my gosh. I'm making a mess. Like bled right into my blue there. It's alright, dabbed it up. I'll have to fix it in a second. Alright, I'm gonna do one more area with the purple. This up here. See if I can do a little better job. Keep saying I'm gonna do a better job with my circles and I haven't done it yet. One was almost better and then I messed it up at the end there. And I need a little more purple, so let me grab. Don't have enough to finish that space there. Okay. All right, so I feel like my purple's pretty good now. Okay. And then I think I want to do black for some of these other areas. Got a couple other small spaces. Trying to think of what I want to do. I think, so like there's a space between these two here, and I think I'm going to add a few more, but I'm going to just put some like lines of color through, and then add black sort of in between. I'm going to do some through the blue to break that up as well. That's pretty. Let's see. I think that's all I'm going to do for that. And then I'm going to add the black in. Might do that at the end. I am going to go ahead and grab my paint markers. So you could definitely do with paint. I'm going to make it easier on myself. And I love playing with these. Look at all those colors. Isn't that fun? So let's see what we've got. I'm going to add some of these for the planets. All right. I'm going to grab an orange, maybe. I prefer the brush tip on these. Very pretty. I should probably put the black down, honestly. Let me do that because I think I want to put like some possible stars or something into the black. So let me get this done. Let me get the background done. I like all the colors. sort of psychedelic looking. There we go. That looks really cool. All right, so I'm gonna draw some of the black lines through here too. I don't really like how this purple one turned out in the blue here, so I'm gonna thicken that up a little bit. There we go. Very cool. All right, I'm pretty happy with that, I think. All right, and then let's hope that I can get some of these brighter colors to show up on here. I actually haven't played with these a whole lot yet, at least not in this way. So let's see. I wonder if the brush set will work better. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, so the brush side it is, I guess. That is like way brighter. Very cool. All right, so let me see if I could put, nice, that shows up pretty well. So planets and stars, just randomly. I see I missed some purple up in there. Okay. So I'm going to try to just change up the colors of the planets and just add a bunch of really bright, fun colors. So I've got like this lime. Like I said, I haven't used most of these, so I'm interested to see. Ooh, pretty. Nice. These are pretty good. Very fun. Okay. So if you like paint markers, get you one. These are pretty, I'm pretty happy with these. I think I paid like 16 bucks for all these. It might have been an Amazon deal, but I don't know for sure. Like a lavender. Put some more dots in here. Very cool. I think I'll probably add more lines with my marker here too and get more like that sweeping look going on here in a minute. But I want to get all my planets on first. So look at this, like, I don't know, is that like a coral, I guess? But this will be cool. Ooh, it is. Oh, I'm happy with these markers. These are good. All right, fun. And then let's see, what other crazy colors do I have in here? Let's do a red, like, well, I guess this is redder. Let's do that down here. Very pretty. Okay, and then I need a color for that. Let's do like a, I don't know, what color do I want? Let's do this weird peachy color and see what this looks like. bad. And then I'm gonna do, I think, yellow up here on this guy. All right. So now I want to add more lines. So I'm going to use like some dark purples and the blues to go along with that background I got going on. Let's see. Covered up one of my stars. It's okay though. Okay, and let me grab a blue. I guess this will be the closest. Do they actually have Nate colors on them? No. Well, yeah, on the back of the box there it tells us colors, but I'm not going to take the time to do that. I like it. Okay. What else do I want to do? I think that might be it. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's really fun. I don't think there is anything else. Got my white here. Maybe brighten up some of these stars. Maybe, if they do. It's not that much brighter than... All right, I like it. I'll pull this up so you guys can see it. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. Look at all the fun colors. That's a fun one to do. I liked that one. Okay, well, I'm excited to see your guys's. What mixed media you come up with, or if you just do acrylic, whatever you feel like. Just relax and enjoy. This one's sort of meditative, so I enjoyed that with all the different colors and the lines. All right, guys, I'm excited to see yours. Happy Weekly Whimsy, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.